Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Metamora Township High School for this afternoon's Mid-Illini Conference conference matchup between the Metamora Redbirds and rival the Washington Panthers. I'm joined here in the pregame by Alex Staub. Alex, this is a big game for Metamora. Metamora comes in. What are they? 20-5.
18-5 coming in, and
18-5.
And yeah, it's a big game on a couple fronts. I mean, obviously you got the rivalry, both teams in the top 10 in 3A. Washington number 5, Redbirds number 8. I think kind of the elephant in the room is the Redbirds feel like they let the one in Washington get away from them. Redbirds led by I think 3 or 4 runs in the midsection of the game. Washington scores 2 in the 6th. Addie McGregor, their freshman catcher, hits a walk-off home run. So they're, needless to say, they're ready to roll for today.
For sure, I'm sure this is a payback for Metamora. I'm sure they've had this game circled on the schedule probably since they got home that night. But you know what, you've got to kind of play the game, and if you get too hyped for a game, sometimes that can come back to bite you a little bit.
Yeah, and I feel like, in talking with Derek Linder before the game, it seems like everybody's in the right headspace, which can be half the battle sometimes. And, even talking with a couple of the players, it feels like there's a vibe where as soon as that home run from McGregor cleared the fence back in April that, obviously there are games in between then and now, but this team was looking forward to this game, a chance at redemption. Against doubling down on the fact that it's a game they feel like from. Not to say that Washington didn't deserve the win, just that they didn't play quite as well down the stretch. The other thing I do want to mention real quick before we go to intros is this is our possibly, maybe not even possibly, probably likely a battle for the number 1 seed in the subsectional, which you could look at it kind of a lose-lose because one regional is probably going to get Dunlap in the sectional semifinal, and the other regional is probably going to get Pontiac. So two stupendous teams that are capable of a state championship the way they're playing right now. So we'll see what happens here.
Washington comes in. What's their record?
They are 17-2 overall, 6-1 in the conference.
Their little loss to Washington. I believe who was their other loss to?
Dunlap and UT.
2-1. Well, Alex, thank you so much for joining us here in the pregame. Beautiful day here in Metamora. The berm will probably fill up as we go along, but right now it's a beautiful, beautiful Monday afternoon, and wow, this is about as nice as it gets here. No wind, at least very little wind. So it's a awfully nice day as we get ready for the umpires and the coaches have their meeting, and we'll get started here in just a minute with the starting lineups in the national anthem. Like Alex said, Metamora came in.
Metamora High School for this afternoon's Mid-Illini Conference contest featuring the visiting Washington Panthers and your Metamora Redbirds. Let's meet the starting lineups. First for the Panthers. Leading off a senior at shortstop number 9, Layla Harris. Batting second, a junior in center field, number 1, Cammie Barth. Batting third, a sophomore at second base, number 10, Peyton Swanson. Batting cleanup, a senior, the starting pitcher, number 7, Jenna Flessner. Batting fifth, a junior at third base, number 3, Tara Alois. Batting sixth, the freshman, the catcher, number 14, Addie McGregor. Batting seventh, the senior at first base, number 13, Bailey Parrott. Batting eighth, the senior, the designated player, number 21, Brooklyn Bowman. Batting ninth, a junior in left field, number 2, Devin Malukish. The flex player for the Panthers, a junior in right field, number 11, Morgan Clark. The head coach for Washington in her 12th season is Stephanie Lawson. Now the starting lineup for your Metamora Redbirds. Leading off a senior at shortstop, number 1, Caden Still. Batting second, a senior at first base, number 10, Addie Pesha. Batting third, a junior at third base, number 12, Addie Wooden. Batting cleanup, a senior, starting pitcher, number 9, Nora Johnson. Batting fifth, a senior in left field, number 16, Bailey Bender. Batting sixth, the junior, the catcher, number 4, Ellie Trentman. Batting seventh, a senior in center field, number 27, Ellie Schaefer. Batting eighth, a junior in right field, number 3, Tara Craig. And batting second base, number 8, Kennedy Nee. Redbird assistant coaches Christy Ballard, Jody Bowen, and Maddie Godinez. The head coach of the Redbirds in his 20th season is Derek Winter. The umpires for this afternoon's ballgame, Brian Johnson and Joey Richardson. At this time, we ask that you please rise and face our nation's colors to join us in honoring America, celebrating our freedom and those who protect it both here and around the globe, with the playing of our national anthem.
So the first 3 batters for Washington: Harris, Barth, and Swanson. Barth comes in batting .281. Harris comes in batting .424. And Swanson batting .458. So their first 3 hitters pretty solid. I don't know if anybody's close to batting the 6. What is it first? Till. I think Till might lead the state in hitting. She comes in batting Tom Hagen like .656 on the season. Till has 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, 25 bases. She only struck out 9 times. Her OPS is 2.127. Again, very Tom Hagen-like. First one's in there for a strike. Ooh. They go down there again. Swung at that second pitch. I don't blame her for going right back there again. A foul ball. Oh, I'm going to say she got hit. She didn't sell it very well, though. You're gonna get hit. You got to sell it. So Washington has their first base runner. Brings up Cammie Barth. Barth batting .281. That's Barth's third time getting hit by a pitch. Pretty good play by Pasha. That moves Harris into scoring position. One out here in the first. This pitch is in there for a strike. Ooh, nice pitch. Oh, got her. Double play. Nice play by Till. For Washington, no runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Till will lead off. It's amazing. She's got get to the right stat sheet here. For Cadence Till, she's been to bat 61 times. She's got 40 hits. 61 at bats, 40 hits, 13 doubles, 3 triples, 9 home runs, 27 RBIs, 25 bases on balls. And she's been hit by a pitch once. There's some. If that's not Tom Hagen, I don't know what is. I like that. If she's going to take her time, Till said, okay, that's fine. And then she stepped out of the box. A little cat and mouse here. Ball inside. Pitches in there for a strike. She may not get anything hard to hit. Swings a little up and in, not real hard. 2-1 the count. Three and one the count. And Till will get a 5-pitch walk. Brings up Eddie. Two and 0 the count. Tasha. Pitch is in there for a strike. 3 and 1 the count. Ooh. Full count. Ooh. Struck her out. Brings up Addie Wooden. Wood batting .355. 7 doubles, 2 triples, 1 home run. This one's in there for a strike. Fly out to right field. Brings up Nora Johnson, has a chance to help herself. Called strike. Ball inside, evens it up at 1 and 1. One and 2 the count. Got a battle now. Stolen base for Till. Ball outside, makes it a full count. Up and out of play, stays alive. Struck her out. For Metamora, no runs, no hits. One runner left. We go to the top of the second, still no score. For Washington is Flessner, Lois, and McGregor. First up for Washington is Jenna Flessner. She comes in hitting .360. She's got 18 hits and 50 at-bats, 2 doubles, no triples, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs, 13 walks, 13 strikeouts. This pitch is up and away. Pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch a little bit high. It's a little bit low. 3-1 the count. Flessner will lead off the top of the second with a walk. Brings up Tara Alois. Alois, she's got 21 hits, 8 doubles, 1 triple, no home runs, 19 RBIs though. I think that's a. She went to second on the pass ball. Two and 0 count. Got to find the strike zone here. Three and 0. Pitches in there for a strike. 3-1 the count. The sacrifice, that'll get the runner to third with 1 down. Addie McGregor, the freshman catcher, she's really good. She's batting .500 on the season. She's got 30 hits and 60 at-bats, 12 doubles, no triples, 2 home runs, 24 RBIs. Pretty good for a freshman. And that'll be just foul. pitch is fouled off. That'll get the run home. Well, you got to score a run anyway, so. Oh, boy. Good. Bailey Parrott. She's batting 173. Which is in the first strike. That's a fly ball. Can of corn. Schaefer's got it. For Washington, 1 run, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the second. Washington on top, 1-0. Due up for Metamora. Haley Bender, Allie Trentman, and Ellie Schaefer. Haley comes in hitting .343, pretty solid. 76 at bats, 26 hits, 1 double, no triples, no home runs, 10 RBIs. Need a couple base runners, though. First pitch is in their first strike. Ooh, stayed alive. Pitch a little out. 1-2 the count. Good eye. 2-2 the count, evened it up again. Nice job. Nice piece of hitting there. Stayed alive. Still just a little bit outside. Full count. Nice piece of hitting. It's going to be just out of play. Not a lot of room behind the plate, but Again, up and out of play. It was close to what, about a 9-pitch at bat? Ooh, and struck her out. Brings up Allie Trentman. A little low. One and two the count. Stay alive. Evens it up at 2 and 2. Again, fouled it up and out of play. Pretty routine play for the third baseman. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. Schaefer gets a walk. Brings up Kara Craig. 1 on, 2 outs. Also in there for a strike. 0 and 2 the count. A little low. 1 and 2. That's fouled up and out of play. 2-2 the count. Oh, she's got room, and she'll foul out. For Metamora, no runs, no hits, one runner left. We go to the top of the third. Washington up out in front, 1-0. 2 up for Washington. Bowman, Molluskish. Not sure if I got that right. And back to the top with Harris. Bowman's batting .275 on the season. That's in their first strike. 0-2 the count. And that's out of play. Count stays at 0-2. Just a little outside. Washington scored their run without getting a hit. There's a strike. The first out of the inning. Brings up Devin Molluskish, and she's batting .211. Pitches in there for a strike. Next pitch is in there for a strike. 0-2 the count. Ooh, nice pitch. Played by Wooden. Quick 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the third. Washington still out in front. 1-0. Brings up Kennedy knee. Number 9 hitter for Metamora. He comes in hitting .323, only won the count. 21 hits and 65 at bats, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 12 RBI. It's pretty good production out of your number 9 hitter. Held up, makes it 1-1. Oh, it's cranked, but it had the distance just a little too out in front of it. Fouled it off. Full count. This is a good inning. Got knee leading off. She did some leading off last year. Batting number 9. If she can get on base with... Ooh, nice play by the third baseman. Brings up Till. She walked in the first, stole a base, got stranded at second. Oh, base hit for Metamora. Till with a base hit right back up the middle. Oh, it's hit pretty solidly. Brings up Eddie Pesha. She struck out in the first. 1 on, 1 out. Actually, that's the first hit for either team. Fouled straight back. Pretty good cut on that pitch. 1-2 the count. Look for something. They're going to go with something either inside or outside. Try to get her to go fishing. Brings up Addie Wooden. Pretty good play by the second baseman. For Metamora, 1 hit, no runs, 1 runner left. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Washington still out in front, 1-0. Due up for Washington, Barth, Swanson, and Flessner. Barth hits one out. Solo home run. Brings up Peyton Swanson. That's Barth's first home run of the year. Being easy put out for Johnson. One down in the inning brings up Jenna Flessner. She walked and scored their other run, their first run of the game back in the second. And they go not quite back to back, but close enough. Brings up Tara Alois. She had a sacrifice bunt back in the second. One and two the count, one out, two in for Washington. Good pitch there. Two down. Brings up Eddie McGregor. She also had the sacrifice fly that got their first run. 2-1 the count. A little bit wide. That's up and out of play. Full count. Nice pitch for Washington. 2 runs on 2 hits. No one left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Washington up 3-0. Two up for Metamora North. Johnson, Benders, and Allie Tretman. Brings up Nora Johnson. Redbirds trail by 3. We need some base runners. Jenna Flessner, the pitcher for Washington, going to Valparaiso. A little wide. One and two the count. Brings up Bailey Benders. She also struck out back in the second. First pitch is in there for a strike. Pitch is up. Full count. All right, good job. Brings up Allie Tretman. Tretman batting .341. Good time for her first home run of the year. Fly out to the left fielder. Brings up Ellie Schaefer. Fouled off, went out of play. Ball a little high. I think she's going to have room. Oh, she catches it. Wow. So for Metamora, no runs, no hits, one runner left. We go to the top of the fifth. Washington out in front, 3-0. Due up for Washington, Parrott, Bowman, Malukish. Parrott flied out to center field, and Bowman and Malukish both struck out back in the. Well, Parrott flied out in the second. The other two struck out in the third. Pretty hard hit ball to right field. Brooklyn Bowman. Foul ball. That's just another sacrifice. Ball's a little high. Fouled off. 2-1 the count. They're saying she offered. Nice play by Schaefer. That's a really nice play. Oh, it's hit pretty hard. Up there, leadoff hitter, Layla Harris. She's 0 for 1. She got hit by pitch back in the first. Then was doubled off on a double play. That was a nice play by Nora Johnson for Washington. No runs, one hit, one runner left. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Panthers out in front, 3-0. More Metamora, Kara Craig, Kennedy Knee, and then back to the top again. Hopefully we can get something going here. Some runners on for Till. Till's 1 for 1 with she's walked and had a base hit and a stolen base. Leading off for Metamora here in this bottom half of the fifth. Redbirds need to get something going here. Here's Craig. She fouled out to the third baseman back in the second inning. I don't know what the delay is here. Garrett Craig leads off this bottom half of the fifth. Getting a little late. Birds need to mount a comeback here. Ball just a little inside, evens it up at 1-1. Ooh. Looked a little high and in, but they called it a strike. That's a little wide of third base and out of play. I know it's in play, but it's still foul. I wonder if they'll have to make a pitching change here. Looks like their pitcher may be suffering with maybe a blister. Not sure what the delay is for, though. Yeah. Well, it looks like probably a blister, but whatever they had to do to get her to be able to pitch again, it looks like they've done that. 1-2 to count on Kara Craig. That's wide of third base. Fouled off. Count stays at 1-2. Somehow, some way, they've got to get on base. Ball up and away. 2-2 the count. And that's pulled way foul. Still 2-2. Nobody out here in the inning. Bottom of the fifth. Brings up Kennedy knee. She's 0 for 1. Grounded out to the third baseman. Brings up Caden Still here in the fifth. 2 down. Pitches in their first strike. High and in. Two and one the count. Low and away. 3-1. Need base runners. Yeah, that was long gone. Wow. Number 10 for Caden Still. That gets the Redbirds on the board. Wow, that was a long one, too. Brings up Addie Pasha. Redbirds finally get on the board. Ball low and in. Still hit that one into Tom Hagen territory. Up and out of play. 1-1 the count. in there for a strike. 1-2. Pesha. A little wide. 2-2 the count. Ball inside. Full count. And struck her out. The Redbirds 1 hit, 1 run, no one left. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It is now 3-1 Washington. Metamora due up for Washington will be Barth, Swanson, and Flessner. Barth is 1 for 2. She had a home run in the 4th. Swanson is 0 for 2. And Flessner, she has walked and hit a home run. She scored 2 of the 3 runs. Right at Schaefer. Nice job. Quickly 1 down here in this 6th inning. Got Peyton Swanson, like we said, is 0 for 2. Pulled it back. Nice job by Johnson. 2 down. Jenna Flessner, she's 1 for 1. Walked in the 2nd, scored their 1st run, and then homered in the 4th for their 3rd run. Pitches in their 1st strike. And therefore, that was fouled off. Yeah, that was fouled off. A little outside, maybe even a little high. That's strike three looking for Washington. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Washington leads 3-1. Due up for Metamora, Wooden, Johnson, and Benders need to put together have a nice inning here and get the lead and finish them off in the seventh. Redbirds trail 3-1. Ball up. Going to be foul, but boy, that ball was smoked. 1-1 the count. Wooden 0 for 2. She's due. Fought that one off. Got to get the leadoff hitter on base. He's up Nora Johnson. Rough day at the plate so far. She's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. She's due also. Ball 1. Swung through that one. Got the strikeout looking. Brings up Bailey Benders. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. She walked back in the fourth. 2 outs here in this sixth inning. A little low. Well, that's a gapper. That'll get down. Nice slide by Benders. Nice job. Brings up Allie Tretman. The ball was smoked by Benders. Wow. That's a can of corn for the center fielder. For Metamora, no runs, one hit, one runner left. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Washington's out in front, 3-1. Somehow we got to get to the top of the order. Got to hold Washington here. They have Alois, McGregor, and Parrott due up the Panthers here in this top of the 7th. Alois is 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice back in the 2nd. Struck out in the 4th. This pitch is fouled straight back. Ooh, nice pitch. Ooh, nice pitch. One down here in the 7th. Pitch is in there for a strike. McGregor, she's 0 for 1. She had a sacrifice fly to get Panthers their first run. And that's up and out of play. A little low and away. Two and two the count. Ooh, nice pitch. Went upstairs and got her. Brings up Bailey Parrott. She's 1 for 2. Base hit in the 5th. She flew out to center in the 2nd. Pitch is in there for a strike. struck her out for Washington. No runs, no hits, no one left. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Do or die for the Redbirds. Redbirds need 2 runs to tie and 3 to win. And 2 up for Metamora will be Schaefer, Craig, and Nee. One of them, or it would be nice if all 3 of them could get on base for Cadence Till. Schaefer's going to have to get on base somehow, some way. She needs to get on base. Pitch is in there for a strike. Probably taking a pitch for sure. Pitch is in there for a strike too. 0-2 the count on Schaefer. A little bit wide. 1-2 the count. Two and two the count. She's going to have to battle here because she needs to get on base. Low. Full count. Oh, and she gets a leadoff walk. Brings up Kara Craig. She's 0 for 2 with a fouled out to the catcher or to the third baseman, and then she grounded out back to the pitcher back in the 5th. Oh boy, oh boy. Redbirds catch a huge break. Brings up Kennedy Nee. I think she'll be bunting to get those runners in scoring position for Cadence Till. Nobody out. Runners on first and second. First time all game we've had 2 runners on in the same inning. Be nice if one of them had Daryl Galandri-like speed. Got to square the bunt. First pitch is in there for it. Gave her a strike. Oh, that's infield fly. That's infield fly rule. until she homered to deep right field the last time up. The Redbirds' only run so far. Oh, they're going to walk her. Yeah, you got to. Bases loaded, 1 out with Addie Pesha. Base hit. Hopefully can score 2 runs. Oh, that's in for a strike. One and one the count. No place to put her for if you're Washington. Bases are full of Redbirds here in this bottom half of the 7th inning. Redbirds desperately need at least 2 runs. And they'll hold her. Oh, that's a nice job. Brings up Addie Wooden. Brings up Wooden, who is slid out to right, popped out to the second baseman, and grounded out to the second baseman. The ball was hit pretty hard, probably too hard for Coach Linder to send the runner from third. But if you have speed, Daryl Galandri's speed, Daryl was really, really quick in his day. Turned off a light, could jump into bed before it got dark. Wooden ball high. 2-1 the count now. Brings up Nora Johnson. Nora Johnson has a chance to win this for herself or at least tie it up. Up and away. Base on balls would work too. Oh, that's up and out of play. That makes it 1-1 count. Johnson is due 0 for 3 on the day. That'll do it. Redbirds fall 3-2 to the Panthers. We'll be back in just a few minutes with Alex Staub and a chat with head coach Derek Linder.
Did I push something? Okay.
Welcome back to Metamora. We're here with Metamora coach Derek Linder. Coach, I thought you guys you played them tough. They only got the 3 runs, and I thought your pitcher did a nice job. It's just that they kind of caught you on a couple of unfortunate pitches.
Yeah, they did a pretty good job of sticking the bat out there and just making contact. Where early on we were trying to swing for the fences, and when we finally did make that adjustment that we needed to make, it was a little too late.
I thought neither team really got going. They got a run. I think it was in the 3rd inning. They didn't get any hits. They just got a run on a sacrifice fly. Other than that, they had the 2 home runs. You guys had the home run. But you guys had, that 7th inning, you were able to load the bases with 1 out.
Well, yeah, you can't walk the leadoff runner, and we did it once, and it came back to bite us. They did it, and we got the run in on it, but we couldn't get the other run in that we needed at the end. But, proud of our girls. They kept fighting. That's what they needed to do. You'd be really upset with them if they just gave up, and they didn't give up. There's still a lot of season left, and most importantly, there's still a lot the tournament left.
Sure.
And so there's a lot out there to play for. We're just going to have to get better with our at-bat, and people are going to have to start worrying about what's happening inside the fence instead of going and doing lessons with everybody and doing all the pretty hitting stuff, because you're going to have to make an adjustment with the pitcher instead of hit the ball off the tee.
And I think it was the 5th inning. There was a long delay. Was it blister that the Washington pitcher had?
She said she hit her thumb on her belt and it cut it open, and it looked like a pinprick. I mean, I don't mind helping her out and trying to get it stopped, but that was an awful long time, and I was hoping that maybe then that would help us and get to our advantage that she had troubles, but she still threw enough in there.
I thought maybe they'd have to make her switch pitchers too, but
after 5 minutes of trying, I think you got to try and do that. And I asked him a couple of times if how long you're going to let her go. I mean, they had her hand over her head at one point. It looked like they were worried about really getting it stopped, like she was gushing. It was a pinprick. So I don't know. But you want to be a good sport on things. Sure. And that's Stephanie's somebody that helps us vote in the all conference, and usually votes for our kids and does the same thing in regionals and different things. So, we're going to need her vote coming on down here in a couple of different things, so you don't want to be a bad sport about things.
Yeah, and really you want to beat their best. If you're going to beat them, beat their best.
Yeah.
You're right. You've got a lot of softball left to be played. You've got the rest of the conference season, and you still have the tournament at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's just the first round of the second round, or the first game of the second round. So, we still got 6 games left there, and can play a spoiler in the upset, and then get into a sectional where we should be a number 1 or number 2. And, Washington should go to the other side, and we got a good shot at winning, a regional.
Coach, we'll let you get going here. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
That'll do it from Metamora. Redbirds lose a tough one, 3-2. We'll see you Wednesday night baseball game at 9 o'clock or at 7 o'clock.